Welcome back, beautiful. In this video, I will discuss 8 supplements to improve egg health after 40. Plus, something I've discovered is more powerful than any supplement. Alright, I am so passionate about helping couples in their 40s prepare for fertility. Just think about it. It's an amazing time to be a parent. I know for myself, I was so wrapped up in building my career and developing my relationship that I needed the extra time to prepare for this chapter in my life. I know you'd agree that you have grown wiser, and the wisdom you have cultivated is a wonderful tool in raising a happy, healthy, well-adjusted child. However, getting pregnant in your 40s isn't like getting pregnant in your 20s or your 30s. There is more to consider when planning for a pregnancy. Planning? To be honest, I'm not a big planner. I kind of like to wing it and live by the seat of my pants. But as far as creating human life, I was willing to plan and be very considerate in how I went about everything. We all know couples that carefully plan every detail of a wedding or other major event. But when it comes to pregnancy, they say things like, if it happens, it happens. Gulp. So how much planning are you talking about, Charlene? Glad you asked. I encourage you to prepare your body a minimum of 4 months before trying to conceive. And this is why the preconception phase, which is the 120 days it takes for the egg cell to mature into the egg you ovulate, according to research, is the most important time in the health of your baby. And we have seen couples who take this time to prepare properly, that they conceive easier, they're able to maintain a pregnancy, and they have healthy babies. This is a vital time for you to nourish your mind, body, spirit, and prepare for the most incredible experience of your life. Okay, so what are we talking about here? This means almost acting as if you were already pregnant. Eating nutrient-rich meals, getting lots of restorative sleep, filling your mind with inspirational and uplifting books and movies, taking macronutrients to make sure you are properly resourced to make a baby. And this is an important one, making sure your partner is on the same page too, because there is no denying his sperm is equally important. Isn't it interesting that women are highly encouraged to take a prenatal, but men typically aren't? It's like they're left out of the equation, even though they are just as important. We need to change that. We make sure to involve our male clients, educate them on proper nutrition, on proper lifestyle, and give them proactive tips on what they can do to support healthy sperm. Hi, I'm Charlene Lincoln, women's health and fertility expert. Here I am, a late bloomer, getting married for the first time at 40 and then becoming a mama at 42. It was a dream come true. Once I learned the blueprint for improving my egg health, I got pregnant effortlessly, but I had to make plenty of changes. I'm going to share plenty of tips from my other videos in the description below, all about optimizing your fertility, whether you go the natural route or you're going to use something like IVF, ICSI, IUI. It will be beneficial to anyone who's trying to have a healthy pregnancy. Now on to 8 supplements to improve egg health after 40. So number 1 is antioxidants. I will list 3 I recommend. All right, first one is ubiquinol. In a study published, it showed older for fertility women undergoing fertility treatments saw improvements in egg quality and fertilization after supplementing with 600 milligrams of ubiquinol a day. Also, ubiquinol has been shown to improve sperm motility. Another powerful antioxidant is vitamin C. It plays an important role in the regulation of menses and ovarian function. Vitamin C also increases iron absorption and progesterone production. I recommend 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams per day. Now, this is an important tip. If you have a heavy period, it is recommended to increase that dosage to 2,000 to 4,000 milligrams. Vitamin C is safe to take in higher dosages, and usually you'll know if maybe you've taken too much if you get a loose or watery bowel, and then you can back off a little bit. Next is N-acetylcysteine. NAC has been shown to improve the ovulation rate in women by 52%. In one study, women took oral NAC 1,200 milligrams for 5 days starting on the 3rd day of their menses. Ooh, and this is great. Endometrial thickness also significantly improved. Other research shows NAC helps improve the quality of a woman's eggs. It also lowers your risk of miscarriage and increases the pregnancy rate in women who have had recurrent miscarriages. I recommend my fertility clients start with 600 milligrams of NAC while preparing for conception, and then slowly can increase to up to 1,800 milligrams. I also recommend it for my male clients to improve overall sperm quality. Number 2, omega-3s, EPA and DHA. According to a study by the NIH, omega-3 fatty acids may provide an effective and practical avenue for delaying ovarian aging and improving oocyte quality at advanced maternal age. Oh, and this is great to know. Another study showed that 4 grams of omega-3s per day decreased FSH levels. And DHA, not to be confused for the growth hormone DHEA, is one of the key building blocks for fetal development. The best source of omega-3s is cod liver oil that has been purity tested. Number 3, kelp tablets for iodine and trace minerals. In 2018, the JAMA, Journal of American Medical Association, published the following: iodine deficiency as a factor associated with impaired fertility. They studied 467 American women who were trying to become pregnant during a 4-year span. Women with low iodine levels had 46% less chance of conceiving during any cycle than women with normal levels. Wow, that's significant. And women who were sufficient in iodine had babies with higher IQs. I interviewed one of the top specialists in iodine research, Dr. Fletchis, and he was touting how many incredibly smart children have come out of his practice because when the mothers were trying to get pregnant, he supplemented them with proper iodine. Number 4 is probiotics. Really, this should be number 1 for how important gut health is to fertility. You know, a healthy gut biome in the good bacteria in your gut is responsible for maintaining the integrity of the gut lining. It's responsible for absorbing nutrients, synthesizing vitamins, immune function, energy metabolism, hormone production and balance, and neurotransmitter formation. This is all happening starting in the gut. Without a healthy gut, nutrients are not properly absorbed, leading to nutrient deficiencies often found in many couples struggling to conceive. Number 5 is Maca. Okay, I really did my research on this because there's plenty of videos, and you can YouTube them, of people who had adverse effects from taking Maca. So I was really curious about that. From my research, there is a specific Maca, and it's one of the few that has an effect on the HPA, or hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. Due to their very thorough clinical trials, I only recommend this one brand of Maca. I'm going to put it in the description below. You can give them a call. They actually have functional medicine practitioners who are there that will consult with you about your specific condition, and even quiz them about PCOS, which Maca is usually contraindicated in, and they can give you tips on taking it. So I'll give you the link of the company below. Maca Harmony is effective in harmonizing the hormonal, endocrine, and adrenals in my fertility clients. Number 6 is vitamin D. It is so important. They call it a vitamin. It's actually a prohormone, and it is the building block that is needed for other hormones to be produced by the body. And though vitamin D is found in most prenatals, it usually, if you look at it, it's in very small dosages. And in my opinion, insufficient dosages, I see that couples are many times very low in vitamin D. So like I was saying, most men and women have vitamin D deficiency, so a simple 25-OH test is highly recommended to find out your, baseline numbers. And, I mentioned vitamin D because vitamin D deficiencies will make it difficult to conceive or maintain a pregnancy, whether you're trying to conceive naturally or through IVF. So I recommend testing and dosing correct till you are between about, I said 50 to 80, but about 50 to 70 nanograms per milliliter. But also lab ranges can be quite different. So trying to get to the upper limits of that lab range. Proper vitamin D reduces your risk of preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, and prenatal infections by approximately 50%. Number 7, take a quality prenatal with folinic acid versus folic acid. I'm going to try to recommend some. I have an Amazon storefront. I'll look through and pick out what I feel like is the best of the best that is offered there. Our coaches are finding a percentage of women with fertility issues are testing positive for MTHFR and other genetic polymorphisms, and that is causing issues in their fertility. The most well-known genetic polymorphism is MTHFR gene mutation. It's a genetic condition where your body does not have the enzyme required to convert excess folic acid into folate, and it gets stored as toxins in your organs and tissues. Okay, I want to ask you the question, what do you think is more important than any supplement? Is it charting so you know when and if you are ovulating, and if you're, you have proper progesterone levels or cervical mucus, or is it a state of mind that, you have ways to deal with the everyday stressors that can throw off our hormones? Or is it a fertility diet that really supports your blood sugar, which supports your hormonal balance? What do you think it is? So let me know in the comments below. I really want to know. I learn a lot from you. Okay, and I have some videos here that I've selected for you to watch next. And if you enjoyed this video and you learned something, subscribe and click the like button. I'll see you on the next video.